Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is YMCA Day. Wow, that was horrible. But anyway, we attempted it.
Yes.
At least we did. We were having fun with it. But no, our friends from the YMCA are here, and we're going to be talking about like some of the great programs you have coming up this summer. I mean, summertime, full swing for you all.
Oh, yes.
And then some cool membership opportunities that are also available. So very good. We can't wait to hear about it. So can you all tell everybody who you are?
My name's Tim Harvey.
I'm Alex Kane.
That's right. And what are your official titles?
I'm CEO.
I'm basically just administrative assistant. I do a little bit of everything.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
We'll just say that. She's Alex.
Yeah.
She's the Browns.
My man, my right-hand man, or woman, if you will. But no, so our YMCA, lots of improvements lately with the new floor, which, gosh, it seems like yesterday that was put in, but I'm sure it was, a couple of years now?
A couple of years, yes.
Yeah. Very good. So how's that going?
It's going good. We're seeing a lot more and more utilize the floor. We redid the lobby.
Okay.
So it's totally different when you walk in. There's actually a sign. I think they made the sign for me because I always say, welcome to the Y. And now they have on the wall, welcome to the Y.
They're like, now he doesn't have to speak anymore.
Yeah. No,
Right, but I still do.
I was going to say, I'll bet you he still says welcome to the
Yeah,
Y.
and I yell at him. We have competitions who says it first. And then upstairs, we've got some new equipment up there, and then in the cardio room, and then in the family room, we have spin classes, so we have spin bikes. So got a lot going on as far as the Y right now.
Okay, very good. Now we'll get into kind of some detail on that because I want to kind of like focus on each area and maybe we can kind of talk about some of the things going on there. Just because I think a lot of people out there, if they haven't been to the Y, don't understand exactly what it is. But you were telling me that you have some new membership.
Well, do we want to talk about camp
opportunities.
first?
We want to talk about camp?
Camp first, and then
Okay.
go into...
Listen, it is summertime and you all have a full schedule.
Yes,
I know that.
yes.
So if you want to just kind of go with it, I will just listen.
You can...
Oh, yes. So this year, we're doing camp a little differently than we have in the past. So we've got two separate camps for kids this summer. One is for 6 to 8-year-olds and one is for 9 to 13-year-olds. So it's Camp Awesome and Adventure Camp is what we have this time.
Okay. And all right, well, I'll just let you expand.
Yes. So we will have the Camp Awesome kids. They will be constantly at the Y, but they'll be going to the pool, going on some field trips, doing lots of outdoor activities. Whereas for our adventure camp, we're planning to go to Lake Alma almost all the time, biking, boating, other hiking activities with them as well, and field trips too. But it's basically a Monday through Friday, 8 to 8:30 to 3:30. So if parents need any assistance with that, we have that program going on.
And it's so good because a lot of times, number one, kids get bored during the summer. We all know that. And they want to be able to see their friends and do cool things. But, there's a lot of parents that work all summer long and don't have that luxury of staying home with the kids. So this is a great opportunity, for the kids to have fun, get out and about, and parents to know that they're safe.
Right.
And there's grandparents that want some time. So the grandparents will be the first to sign them up. They'll be like, hey, this is going to be fun. And we ask, do you want before and after care? Maybe. So it's a great opportunity. They won't be swimming out at Lake Alma. They'll be swimming at the local pool. But we'll be doing hiking, biking, and boating. And like Alex was saying, this is our first year doing this part. We've arranged it with the ODNR, and we've contacted other people to make sure that everything's good to go. Within the first month, we pretty much were almost filled with both camps.
Wow.
We had to extend the amount of people.
Good for you.
So but it's been throughout the years, like I was saying on the radio. This month marks the 48th year of the YMCA in Jackson.
No.
Yes, 48th,
Almost big 50.
1976.
Wow. That's
So
awesome.
this
Did it start in the building where the
Actually, it'd be
brewery is
49.
now, or was it somewhere else before that?
it started several places. I believe uptown where Six Sense is.
Yeah.
Um,
Is that where where it started?
I don't believe it started there. I believe it started in. I'm not really familiar with the area as much as everybody else, but it was an auto place. Is that the auto place? And then they were going to move it to a house, and they ended up saying no at the last minute there. And then in 1997, it went to where it is now, called the
Okay.
gym.
Yeah.
So in December 12th, 1997, it went there.
It's funny, as we did the remodeling. This is just a sidebar, but as we did the remodeling at our new space where Sixth Sense is now, which was the YMCA, which we have a burger named after, by the way.
I ate it.
And did you?
Yes.
Hope
I
you
ate,
enjoyed.
I ate it last Saturday.
Very good. But it's funny because it was a car dealership, an auto body shop before that, so many things. But everybody is like, oh my gosh, I remember lifting weights in here. And, you hear those stories, which is really, really fun. But I remember when I was a little girl, putting on my cute little leotard, which was probably this big, and having gymnastics class at the YMCA in that building.
Yeah.
And they had like a little balance beam, and we would walk on it and try to not fall off and do cartwheels and stuff.
Yeah.
So everybody is funny. Everybody has like a memory at the YMCA.
Right.
They do. Over 90% of the people in our county have been impacted by the Y in some way, whether it's their child, their grandchild, their niece, their nephew, whatever, or grandmother. They've all been impacted by the Y. We are one of the most ongoing nonprofit in this area that serves with the community, not for the community. So we serve with you because it's ever changing. My position is going to be turned over to somebody else, and then so on and so on. It's not somebody's legacy. It's community. And trying to get that out there for if people are willing to donate, this is what you want to donate to. If you want more, this is what you want to donate to. If you want an extended building for the weight room, if you want a pool, an indoor pool, we've got to come together. Because your money does not go outside the county with us. Your money doesn't go towards memberships with us. It goes towards tangible things now that builds and builds.
No, and that's exactly right. And you think about, what the YMCA was when I was a little girl and, with the little balance beam and all that stuff. And I think about that. And then there were some weights, and I think they maybe had some aerobics classes back, when Jane Fonda was, hot. And what it's evolved into now. But that's all for the community. It's all.
Yes, it's
know,
yours.
Yeah, it's yours. And it's grown so much since then.
I think the wood floor is a great example too of a project we started a couple years ago, and we the community came together and we had the money raised for that in 4 months. And then less than a year, they have a whole new gym floor in there. And it's pretty amazing if everyone comes together, what can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, so I can veer off one way or the other. So, while we're talking about projects, so do you have any projects that you're hoping to do in the works? Like you mentioned a pool.
So the number one project that we have.
I mean, that wouldn't suck.
So,
Right, everyone
so the
wants
number one project we have is for the individual to focus on them. That's the number one project.
Okay.
So what that'll do in return, it'll bring so much. So right now, an example is we have 1,200 members, 1,201 as of last night.
1201.
Okay.
To be specific.
So 1,201. Before about 2 weeks now. Before 2 weeks, we had around 1,100 and some. Those 1,100, we had 343 paying units, which means in return, not much on our books, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it, we opened a new membership. It's called Community Impact. And I'm getting back to your project thing here.
Okay.
Community Impact membership, which is $10 a month. You are not going to find that anywhere else.
A $10 membership.
Planet Fitness, yes, you could get, well, they're moving it up to $15 a month now. Yes, you could get a $10 a month membership, but it's only for that Planet Fitness. And if you want all the bells and whistles, you've got to pay more and more and more and more. With the Y, this is not a promotion. This is a membership. It's called Community Impact. We want you to focus on you because you cannot take care of anybody else unless you take care of yourself. And if you take care of yourself, the Y is going to take care of you in return. And so what's going to happen, you could get 24-hour access if you add $5 to it. So $15 a month. You go to one of the fast food restaurants and buy one meal. And I'm not going to
Just
name
having
it.
this discussion yesterday with people.
And you're going to pay sometimes $10.17 or whatever. This is not suicide for the Y. Because, like I said, 1,200 members, if they were paying $10 a month, it'd be double the amount that we've got coming in. So this is just showing community coming together. If we got to 2,700, we will look to build, expand on the right side, where the weight room would go downstairs. So you have the universal, the cardio, and the weight room downstairs. That will give room for 35 to 4,000 members. And that's not even a quarter of our population in Jackson County. And we've got a good bit coming from Gallipolis and Bidwell right now. So, in Vinton County. So as we come together, you get up to 4,500. There's no doubt in my mind that we cannot avoid opening an indoor pool to provide safety, lifeguards, aquatic therapy, everything you could think of in this area.
It's just so good for you.
Yes.
Everyone's always calling, do you guys have a pool? We have people come
Where do
from
I
other
without a
Ys,
pool?
and they're like, where's your pool? Where's your sauna? Where's this? It's like, well, we can get up to that, but it's just going
We
to take
just
some
need
time.
some help and
Yes.
some support here.
Right. And if you say, well, I'll never go into the Y, I'll never do anything with the Y, my first question is, why not? You have nothing to lose with
Unintended.
it. And then the next thing is, if you want to donate a membership at $10 a month, do it. We'll send you a receipt, and at the end of the year, we'll send you a tax form that you could take because we are a 501c3, and we'll be able to provide that for you to take to your tax. And it stays in the county.
Yeah.
It doesn't go outside of the county, not a portion of it goes outside of the county. And you're impacting an individual. We've already had 4 donated memberships. In 2 weeks, I think we were at 136 new members.
With the community impact membership.
With the community impact membership. And we haven't went like full.
Haven't tried.
Right.
Really.
Uh,
Yeah.
So you could donate per month. We've had 4 donated, and I don't want to tell the stories, but the people that accepted it, they've been coming in every single day since they got it, and it's pretty amazing the impact those individuals are making on them.
Because it is pretty unfortunate. There are some people, like, yes, $10 a month is one of the cheapest gym memberships you can get, but there's still a lot of people that can't afford that. And so we're still seeing an impact for people that are donating those for other people. They
That's
finally have the chance to
amazing.
come in and take care of themselves. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, and I think it all goes full circle because, as Tim was saying earlier, like you can't take care of your kids, you can't take care of your family, you can't take care of mom and dad, all the things that come down onto a person if you're not taking care of yourself.
Well, the number one excuse that I've heard in the 5.5 years is I don't have enough time. So what we did was we brought the 24-hour access. If you can't square away 30 minutes of your day, then there's a problem.
Then you're choosing not to.
You're not taking time for you.
Yeah.
And so, and then the second thing is I can't afford it. I understand that because if I told you you're going to pay $41 a month for you individually, realistically for something that you would use maybe 3 or 4 times a month, that is not affordable. And then we don't charge a maintenance fee, so an annual maintenance fee. There's no contract. We don't have bill collectors. We don't have enough time to call you and say, hey, you owe. And then if you let it lapse, we're going to write it off because the thing is we're not going to keep it in a system that deters you from coming back to the Y. So don't be scared. If you had a debt with the Y years ago, we don't remember you. Okay?
Yeah, like you're not that you're not important, but you're not that important. Like,
As far as financially.
as far as money goes.
We don't remember you. And every staff that we've had have given their heart to the Y and Alex, and we've really dedicated to the individual, and our contractors that do the classes and stuff like that, they have dedicated their self to the Y
For sure.
for sure, and to the community.
So I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes here, but one of the, how am I going to get myself in trouble? One of the, you follow social media and you read things that people post. One of the giant beefs that I see constantly from people with the gym chains, no matter what they are, is that they can't stop it. It won't. It
Contracts.
won't quit. And they're like, we literally had to I see it all the time. I had to cancel my credit card because they kept charging me and I kept trying to cancel and they wouldn't.
And that's what, Tim came up with the idea. It's kind of like a subscription to Hulu or Netflix. You put your card on file, but there's no contract. You cancel anytime. You just either
and you
call.
actually would cancel it if someone asked you to.
Right.
Right,
Well,
exactly.
you could cancel it yourself. You could block us on your card. You could
Like
tell
that.
your bank, I don't want to pay them no more. And we're not going to call you.
Yeah.
We may call you and say, hey, are you doing okay? Because we are going to try to keep communication lines open with our members. But we're not going to bother you. I promise you, I've been down that road before where I've had issues with people calling me and saying, hey, you owe this, you owe that. We all have. And we want you in a safe environment. No, we don't even allow brochures on our front desk of businesses, organizations, or anything like that, because we want you to come in and not think about those things.
And relax.
And relax.
Yeah.
Focus on you. Go in. We've had people meet lifelong friends at the Y. Hi, Linda. And different people at the Y. Opportunities, doors open. Everything you could think of has happened there at the Y. And the last thing I'm going to allow the Y to do is dwindle away in the back scenes to something that is only going to be here for a minute. when we've already been here for 48 years.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to keep reading the obituaries for people that could have been prevented. Because this is your opportunity to lower your hypertension, to calm down your diabetes, to get that mental decompression. This is an opportunity for you to come together and see what happens.
And even if it's something as simple as just coming in and walking in the gym, or, I mean, because we'll have our front desk people, they'll be a friendly face, say hi to you. If someone's just lonely and wants to come in and talk, I mean, that's what we're here for. That's kind of the mission.
You know, and I think that that's the whole goal, is that everybody needs something different.
Right.
Yes.
You know, my idea of going to the Y and relaxing may be, like you said, just walking around the gym and just like not thinking about anything for a moment. But someone else may be like, I want a hardcore, like pump some iron and,
Right.
you know, whatever. So it can be anything to anybody.
Right.
Which is so very, very cool.
Exactly. And we're trying to make it where there's no excuses for anything. So if someone's like, well, I want to come work at the Jackson area YMCA or work out, but it's a little too far from me. Well, we've got the reciprocity. I always say
Yes,
that wrong.
reciprocity.
Yes. So what that is if you get a membership with us, as long as you use our Y like 50% of the time, you can go visit. Otherwise, they'll just have to verify your membership with us. They'll give us a
okay.
call.
And calling us and checking in
yeah.
is a check-in to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And so, yeah, so like if you're traveling, or maybe you travel for work, or you're, you know, on vacation or whatever.
or even if you wanted to go to, let's say, like Ross County YMCA and
To
go use their
swim.
pool.
Okay.
Since we don't have
Like
one
that.
yet, they can always get a membership with us. Go on
Awesome.
over there, visit there, but they just have to check in with us at least 50% of
And
the
a little disclaimer, we're the only Y doing this.
Yeah.
So you cannot go to Chillicothe Y and say, I want my $10 membership.
They're going to be like,
who are
yeah, I'll
you?"
bet you do.
Yeah.
And I pray if they're seeing this, my heart is with this Y.
Yes.
The grants are not there as like they used to be. We don't have the diversity that most places have, so those criterias are not met.
Yep.
So when it comes to, this is our way to complete our mission, which is healthy living, social responsibility, and youth development. And this is our way to impact. And this is real. This is not some scheme. I'm not a salesman.
No. You're
This-
just
this
a good
is-
guy wanting to do good
Yeah.
things for the community.
Yes, and I can see so much more. I hear all the time, we'll never have this, we'll never have that, we'll never have this, we'll never have a Starbucks, we'll never have this. I hear all the time, why won't you? I've been all around the world. And I've seen places that were dirt balls that turned into something amazing.
Well, and I love that you have that vision, because I know, like, Jamie and I, in opening the brewery and doing things like that, it's like, why shouldn't we have nice things in our area? And why shouldn't they rival what you see in Columbus? Like, why not?
Why not?
That's always my, philosophy too. Like, why wouldn't I do that?
Right. And we're kind of in a town of entrepreneurs, too.
Yes.
That
Love it.
want more.
Yes.
Just gotta go
like,
for it.
like, why shouldn't Jackson be exactly like Columbus? Maybe not
As big.
obviously,
Right.
14,000 restaurants, we have a few, and, this, that, and the other, but why not?
Our mayor is setting a perfect platform. I mean, him and the service director are trying their best to set the platform for growth. The economic development
Yep.
is setting a platform for growth. And the Y itself is only asking for people. And like I said, if you don't want to go in a building or whatever, you could donate that membership.
I think that's such a good idea.
And what this does is a trickle-down effect. So you do that at a low cost. What ends up happening is you get more. Plus, it resonates throughout. You'll start seeing the prices lower. You're going to be very selective on what you get. because you are taking care of yourself. And the biggest thing when people come in is accountability. I'll see people come in the first time, work out for 3 hours, and then I won't see them again for about 2 to 3 months because they've hurt themselves so
Overdone
much,
it.
overdone it. So accountability. If you go to Dollar Tree, buy some stickers, throw it on my door every time you come in, and tell me what funny stickers you got or whatever, and I'll be accountable for you. If I only see 4 and then it drops off, I'll call you.
Be like, where's
You
your
know,
stickers
where's
at?
your stickers? My door's not getting painted by stickers. Where's your stickers? And if there's any new bells and whistles that you want, we'll put it on our wish list. We'll reach out to organizations, that would like to contribute. It's hard for me to go to an organization and say, donate to the Y, okay? When we're not doing specifically what our mission entails. Now, with this $10 a month, we're asking organizations to ask us about the wish list because we're going to need more treadmills. I believe it's going to get so packed in there that we need more treadmills. These treadmills last 20 to 25 years. Ours right now is right at 25 years, and they still run good.
Knocking on wood there.
Knock on wood.
I'm like, okay.
But we've changed every part, and
Right.
her and I.
We're good repairmen now, too.
Oh, jack of all trades.
Yep.
Yes.
Get it done.
So if an organization would like to donate that or business, other equipment, stuff like that, most Ys now are going to leases. I don't like contracts. I don't like loans. We don't have any loans or mortgage right now. So we'd love to try to
not.
stay away from that. Because it opens the door for programs like this, where we can offer that for the community. But if you're an organization and you'd like to donate that, remember we're a nonprofit, and that's a write-off.
Write
Okay.
that off on your little tax.
Exactly.
Yes. So, and it could be anywhere from dumbbells to treadmills.
Well, here's my philosophy on this. So, a very astute businessman told me this once. I won't even say his name, but he said, I have 2 choices. I can either donate my money to causes I believe in, or I can pay the government. Which one should I? Because you either write that off on your taxes or you pay taxes on the money that you have. And I was like, my God, that's so simple.
Right.
Just start giving it away. Like, it's like, so, if you get in kind of that mindset too of like giving, because you can either give to something that you choose to give to or
Right.
something that you're forced to give to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And see, with this
Not anything
$10
against the tax man. Love ya.
Right. And see, with this $10 membership too, we do have group exercise classes where if you're not a member, you pay so much per class depending on what it is. But this includes those group exercise classes
Yes.
too. This includes everything.
Zumba, body blast, try body blast out.
spin
It's on
classes.
Saturdays. You only have to do it once a week. So it's on Saturdays. It's with Karen Cyrus. Spin classes, Amanda Dumman is extremely awesome with that class. That's Monday and Wednesdays. Zumba ladies.
We got morning and evening Zumba, so
Yes,
no
morning.
excuses on that one
Yes.
either.
Oh, there you go. I love Zumba. I just
fun.
got out of it because I got busy, but yeah, it's so fun. And it's like
Yes.
you're dancing and working out all at the same time. It's fun.
And we tend, in the evening Zumba, they turn off the lights, so you don't even see other people, so you focus on you, and you're like, oh, okay, no one's going to watch me dance anyway, so if you're
There you
self-conscious.
go.
Yeah. They do a good job with that,
And
too.
here's the other thing. There's a back row
Exactly. Everyone
that you
goes
can
there.
hide in
Yes.
if you're not comfortable or you're new or whatever.
Yes.
And they're almost to the point raising the curtain and using the whole gym.
Awesome.
So I believe with this membership, that's going to happen. And so there's going to be a back row,
You're
so
in the back row and then the double back.
double back row. So,
But we do have like silver sneakers.
silver sneakers.
But we also have pickleball, racquetball, the tennis courts, obviously, too. So there's just a little bit of something for everyone to come and try, even if you don't want to do group exercise. But pickleball is becoming very popular,
Man,
too.
is it ever? Oh, Dylan's giving us the finger here.
Oh.
That means we need to pause for a break and hear a message from our friends at Vinton County Bank, and then we'll be back because I want to talk about all of that.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Get there. All right. Well, here we are. Thank you to our friends at Vinton County Bank. And today, here is the deal about today. If you have things to do outside and can put it off for a day or so, maybe do that because they are calling. That says 86. The temperatures, though, I think are going to feel like they are up in the 90s today. So if you are outside working out or doing things in the yard or whatever, please be very, very careful, hydrate, and make sure that all your pets and your friends and family have lots of water and air. Maybe offer up some air conditioning to them if they don't have it. It's going to be kind of a really, really hot one today. For tomorrow and Wednesday, a little bit of chance of rain, but those temperatures do come back down, which is just A-okay with me. So highs in the 80s for the next couple of days. And then we get into my favorite, which is mid-70s all the way through the weekend. So I will be just fine with that. But today is going to be a scorcher. So be careful out there. Yep.
If you want to cool off, come to the Y.
There you hey, listen. You know what? And that's something though that you all do out of the kindness of your hearts too, is in the winter, warming center, summer cooling center sometimes. I know when there's been power outages, things like that, you guys have offered up the Y. So that's yet another just community gift that you all have offered. And I think that's amazing.
We do that. We also do Unlock for the Cop program where cops can, police, sheriff's department, and state highway patrol can go to their chief or whoever's in charge and get a card and come to the Y and work out because they don't have any local gym where they can work out in. So they come to the Y and work out. We also do the Warriors for Christ right now. We did, Warriors for Christ. We did do the Phoenix Center where they could come and work out.
Wonderful.
So we have ongoing programs that are kind of stealth, but help out the community.
Love that.
But you wanted to go back to summer camp, right?
Yeah, well, yes. And then I want to we're going to bounce all over the place here. I want to get back to summer camp because we didn't talk about how to sign up for it. But then I want to get back into like the pickleball and all that stuff because it's kind of it's been around for a while, but it's definitely gaining steam like crazy. Right. So, but yeah, the summer camp. So you were saying that there are summer camps for 2 age groups.
Right. Yes. The 6 to 8-year-olds and the 9 to 13. So there are limited spots left because we did try to, we were like, okay, this is our max.
Like
and then
one spot left for each.
Yeah.
So,
and then it was
really?
We got more people need it. So we're like, well, let's bump it up. So we try to be flexible with that. But we do probably have a couple spots left. But it just kind of depends.
She keeps looking at me.
I know, like, when is he really going to cut me off?
I don't know what the cap is,
but
more the merrier. But yes, if you want to sign up for that, you can always give us a call at 740-286-7008. That's the YMCA's phone number. Or you can just stop on in. We're open most days till 9 o'clock at night. So anyone, if you're coming after work, just stop on by.
How early are you open?
7:30.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, I mean, you have no excuse.
Yeah, almost.
Even if you don't have the 24-hour thing to get in there. Okay, so, and then the summer camps, they last, like, date-wise. When do they start? When do they
So
end?
it starts next Monday, June 10th, and it goes all the way up to August 9th. But we do not have camp the week of 4th of July because we found out over the past few years no one shows up because everyone's out celebrating.
Okay.
So it's an 8-week camp minus the
And is
4th of
it
July
Monday
week.
through Friday?
Yes, Monday
Yes.
through Friday.
So what if kids though are like, oh well, I'd like to sign up for that, but my family's going on a vacation, or is that okay? Do they have to come every day?
No.
No, so
You
you
sign
can
up
pick.
week by week.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can pick and choose what weeks you
Or
want
if
to do.
if their parents are like, I'd only have a babysitter Tuesdays and Thursdays. I want to send my kid Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Is that okay? Or
No, we don't do daily rates or anything
well,
like
even
that.
if they
Weekly.
just couldn't.
Yeah, they can. They're going to miss out on a good bit of stuff.
Okay.
But
But
they
they-
can come like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We've had that before.
Okay. Because I could just see where that might be a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and that is just such a win-win because it's helpful for the parents. They don't have to find childcare for the summer, and then the kids are having a blast.
Right. And another reason why we tried to separate the age groups, we just didn't want, I mean, yeah, the younger kids look up to the older kids, but the older kids sometimes want to do something completely different than what a 6-year-old
I don't want to be
doing.
held back by
Yeah.
this little kid.
Yeah, they're like, I don't want to sit and color in a coloring book like this person over here. I want to go climb this giant rock and
Yeah,
go swim,
I
or
get
you know,
that.
it's just difference.
One of the major things that we didn't mention was our preschool. So we have preschool summer.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Summertime.
So we
3
actually,
to 5-year-olds.
yes, we have a preschool. We've had this Y started out with a preschool in somebody's basement. So,
Some lady's basement.
Yes.
We don't know who she was.
no,
but-
and Nictine.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yep.
sorry, let's go there. But Ann Nictine started out the Y along with a pastor reverend from the Methodist Church. They started out the Y, but we have a preschool. It's on Morton Street, and we have summer preschool this summer. And you could do the preschool by weeks also.
This summer. Yes.
Yes, for ages 3 to 5.
That's awesome because, the kids, it's just getting them ready for kindergarten.
Right, and social
And
responsibility.
all of
Yeah.
the things.
Yep.
And the summer preschool is a little more fun because it's not as strict as school.
Yeah. My way to the Y for Silver's shortest hour. Aw,
The what?
fun.
What'd they say?
He said he was on his way to the Y for silver sneakers. It's his
Yeah.
shortest hour of the day. I
Wow.
think that means he has fun.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you.
I know we didn't highlight silver sneakers that much, but silver sneakers,
It's so important.
it is so amazing. They're the most dedicated people that come in.
The most joyous. too.
Most joyous.
Yeah, always
they
fun.
they have a laughing session in their exercise. Doris, she tells a joke every time she does a class. We have it 4 days a week. And they're very competitive also. They're picking up the chair volleyball thing. We have a tournament in July. So we're bringing other senior centers and stuff down
Love that.
to do. And it's when you have Wellston versus Jackson,
It's intense.
it's intense because we're talking OG here, old school,
Yes.
rivals.
When the rivals were rivals.
I was ref for one of them, and they basically kicked me out. They said no.
It's very
And
intense.
I was like, I went into office. I go, you get out there and ref.
And I was like, I don't want to
cannot
go
do this."
ref. You have to be very
I'm not going out there.
specific.
Those people are crazy.
I mean, they said a person raised up off the chair, and we actually took a picture. Was it you that took a picture?
Yeah,
And so we posted online, not thinking, and they were like, see.
she's out of the chair or he's out of the chair.
So, but
You missed it, ref.
Yeah, like, come on.
I would say it was
Need
friendly
glasses.
fun, but
All of the things. No, that's awesome. And, the silver sneakers is so good. For so many reasons, and you know this, but obviously for exercise purposes, but for fellowship and also for accountability, as you talked about. If somebody doesn't show up, that always shows up, somebody's going to check on them.
yes,
Right, exactly.
yes.
And I think the other thing too that not a lot of seniors around here know is we do have like another program where they may be eligible for a free membership, so they don't even have to pay the $10 a month if they qualify.
So this is hard to explain, but you have silver sneakers, you have Optima Renew, and Silver and Fit, and Active and Fit. And these are 4 programs, and insurances fall under those. So Medicare or whatever falls under those.
Okay.
We just signed up for 2 more, which was Silver and Fit and Active and Fit. So if you have those insurances that fall under it, that could be a free membership in the Y.
That's awesome.
And actually, I think the numbers that we had is well over, it's almost, I'd say 60 to 80% of the seniors in our area, ages 65 and above. And then also CareSource. If you've gotten a letter in the mail saying that you're eligible for a gym membership if you have Medicaid with CareSource for like a 3 to 6 month membership, we qualify for that.
Oh,
So
awesome.
there's a lot of opportunities. If you're saying, well, even at $10, I can't afford it, come into the Y. Okay, we'll figure out a way,
Yeah.
you know, for you to get a membership and make it happen.
And as far as the health insurance goes for those Silver Sneakers and Renew Active, Optum Renew, it's a simple check too. So if you're not sure, you can always stop by the Y2. All we need is like your name, birthday, and zip code, and that's all we really need to check and see.
Oh, okay. And yeah, so you don't even have to know.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Just come into the Y and see. So, okay, let's talk about some of the different areas of the Y that people can utilize. Because I don't know that, I think a lot of people out there don't know. What, you know, they think, oh, well, it's just where people go play basketball.
Right. What's your favorite?
Oh, well, I definitely do like the gymnasium, but I'd say I probably use the cardio room more, is because it's got, not only does it have like the treadmills and ellipticals, but it's also got an assisted pull-up machine, a stretching cage, which that is nice, especially for people in rehabilitation. Just stretching too is really good for them.
Very good.
And bikes too. It's got bikes in there, so those are kind of my favorite, my favorite area there.
Okay, so you have, so there's a cardio room, and then I assume that you have weights.
Yes. So we have a universal weight room, and then we have a free weight room. Free weights is basically you're putting the weights on, and then universal is you're selecting the weight. It's a cable machine or a what is it called, belt machine.
And I know some people that are just getting started may feel a bit more comfortable with something like that than
Yes.
putting like the big things on, because you have no idea
Exactly.
what you're doing.
What I tell a lot of people is to come into the Y the first time, if you haven't worked out in a long time, is maybe just take a tour and then walk on a treadmill or something, and then try to map out what you're going to do next. Don't do it all in one day because you're going to burn out yourself already.
Well, you're not going to be able to walk the next day,
No.
and you're going to be miserable, and you're going to be mad.
Yes.
So
And then
don't do that.
And then sign up for one of our programs. So, you know, like Body Blast I was mentioning on Saturdays at 8:30.
That sounds absolutely horrifying. So
No.
tell me about that.
So I did it this Saturday. I try to do all the classes, you know, once in a while. But I'm starting to like the Body Blast. It used to be boot camp class.
Which sounds absolutely terrifying and horrible.
It's not
as well.
terrifying. It's stations. So you go around the stations. So you could be doing biceps, triceps. You could be on the spin bike. You could be doing a TRX strap where you're doing maybe lat pull downs or a push up style. But Karen Cyrus and Amanda Dummett, Amanda fills in for Karen, are two amazing instructors that can guide you through what you need to do. And then there's all I hear in every class is this my family. You know, like yesterday, it's a family, it's a family, it's a family. I heard it so many times. Baton we have in the Y. You know, they're a family, definitely. You don't want to mess with them because they'll
knock you out.
they're a good group. Zumba ladies and their people, they're a family. Taekwondo with Connie Arrington, who's been doing it since the early 90s.
And that's for adults too, not just kids.
Yes.
Yeah, she offers that as
That's
well.
one class I have not tried.
Yeah. That's your
Don't
next
feel like
one.
getting.
Hey, listen,
Knocked
you want to
out.
get rid of some aggression?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no.
And we have punching bags there, so we could set it up for you so you could let it all out.
So here's what I can see people saying. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Are there people there, does Karen and the rest of them, they do like personal training, or is there anybody to take you around and just kind of show you how to use the stuff and like teach you?
So Karen and Amanda and Leanne Massey are personal trainers at the Y. We could actually have more personal trainers. We just need more people. So once we get more people, then we get more personal trainers. There are personal trainers that come in the Y now that could possibly be, on staff or as a contractor at the Y. It's just as we get more people involved, there's going to be more and more and more and more. And eventually you're going to say,
That pool.
yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Everybody wants the pool, so you got to do something to get it going.
I'm not trying to sell you all snake oil. This is the truth.
Right.
We're not going to hold back your dream. Okay?
I mean, and it's not even limit to pool in the side building, like you said. I mean, daycare. We need daycare around here.
Do
Maybe
we
could eventually
Yes.
do
ever?
something like that. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's influential people that have said, we need this, we need this, we need this. I'm like, okay, I would love to get that. And it would be great to have, and they're willing to help out with it. But the problem is it's going to be a carcass if we don't have people. It's going to be an empty shell that we're going to heat and cool, and then you're going to see the Y dive.
And it shouldn't. I mean, it's such a wonderful place.
It is, and there's nothing holding you back. We're not hounding you. We're just saying, hey, it's here. You don't need to create the new bell and whistle. Just come to this and see what happens.
And you're right. I was thinking about me being a little tiny girl with my little tiny leotard and, doing the gymnastics and all that. If you want something like that, ask. And maybe if there's enough interest, it can be a thing.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
the sky's the limit to what could happen at the Y. It's just what people want and what they want to support and all that, right?
And that's what I tell the staff when they come in there. So I say, let's say that somebody's starting out doing Child Watch. Child Watch is a program that we hope to bring back when we have 1,700 people. Basically, they watch the children while you're working out, and you get it for an hour. So the Child Watch people, I used to tell them in programs and anywhere in the Y, that is your Y inside of the Y. Okay? You create that. So the sky's the limit on what you can dream. So you could take a Child Watch and turn it into a building daycare. But that is your possibility to dream. We're limited on a lot of our dreams now because everybody says, oh, that can't happen. It's going to cost too much or whatever. But you start out with 3 or 4 kids in your Child Watch, and then they tell somebody, and they tell somebody, and they tell somebody. And then you're like, Tim, we need a bigger space.
Yeah.
And Tim, I'm not getting paid enough. I don't care if you get paid more than I do, because to me, that shows that I selected the right person at the right time for the job. And then the sky's the limit. Oh, we need a building now. Okay, and we're going to operate this 24/7 doing daycare because there's people with 3 third shift jobs,
Yes.
and we need to have this. And then all of a sudden it could turn into more of multi-units throughout the YMCA organization.
And you're creating jobs on top of that. Think of that, folks.
True.
So we don't limit your dreams. We just need you to act upon them. We have a lot of places, and I'm not going to down them at all, but we have places that could be programs that could go throughout the world instead of actual businesses. A program under the Y to absorb the liability and everything, and they're not worried about the overhead. That could be programs that could go from this Y to Pike County to Chillicothe to all over. You're seeing churches pop up in Ys, and then they try to overtake a lot of Ys and be churches in those Ys because they know that what they have is their dream, and they want everybody to be a part of it.
It's there. Why not utilize it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm speaking too much. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not at all.
I'm just passionate about it.
No,
We
I
haven't.
think that what you're saying is a great mindset to have. And I don't think a lot of people think that way.
Especially when something like the $10 membership, normally when you say it sounds too good to be true, but it's really our mission as a nonprofit too, to just be like, no, we want to help you. It's our job to help you. It's not to think about the money. It's our job to help make sure you guys get what you need. And so it does kind of seem like that. I get that, but have a little more trust with that, because that's our job to make that happen for you.
And we're all in, and we're at elbows right now. I promise you. So it's not like we're pouring in the money. We're fighting things off at the same time, just like everybody else. But if we came together, we wouldn't have to do that.
Sure.
And
Everybody came together with the same mindset and same goals.
yes,
For sure. All right, let's talk about pickleball.
yes.
Oh, yes.
Never
I wish
played.
Pat Icenoggle was here.
I know, right?
I mean,
Well, we got Kay over here. We could probably go get Kay Howe. She can come in and talk about it. But no, let's talk about pickleball and some of those activities for a moment. How does that whole thing work at the Y?
so pickleball, we have it 3 days a week. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So on Mondays, it's from now. I think they've stretched down the
I'm
time.
trying to.
It's 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. And then on
Is it inside or outside?
inside,
Okay.
we have 3 courts. I don't know how many people we have.
It's grown.
it's
Past
grown
few months,
so-
just crazily.
It's so big, and it's not. Everybody says, "Oh, it's for old people." No, it's for
Oh
ages.
no! Have you
It's
not
everyone.
watched ESPN and seen some of these like crazy competitions that people?
I'm in my office, and all I hear is slamming, slam, 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 and I'm thinking of a song, about pickleball, and it's about the ball saying, "Why me?"
Yeah, right.
Because
Stop.
all you hear is wham, 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 but it's a great sport. I've played it. You've played it. You want some good exercise? Pickleball is it, because you don't feel like you're exercising. And don't quote me on this, but I know I have a lot more steps than most people because I run after the ball. So in like 4 or 5 games, you have like 3 miles.
Wow.
So, and you don't feel like it. And we've seen people come in and not in the best shape, but in a couple months have trimmed down so much.
And you're having fun while you're doing it.
Yes.
So what if you don't know how to play pickleball like me? Like I don't know anything about pickleball.
Wednesday nights from 5 to 7, we teach pickleball.
Okay. See, there you go.
So that's an opportunity for you to come in and we can teach you pickleball. And then you can come in and play it once you've gotten the hang of it. But there's also places throughout town, but come to the Y first, learn how to play. There's Oak Hill's got a court, and then Jackson's got a Hillcrest Pool's got a court. So we want to utilize those because they become advocates in making those better and better and better.
What kind of equipment do you need to bring, or
Nothing. We got
guys have
we
the
we
stuff?
have paddles and balls,
just tennis shoes and
tennis
comfortable
shoes,
stuff? And yeah, okay.
not
And
cowboy
it's kind
boots.
of like, for those who don't know, it's a mix of tennis and ping pong. So it's basically like ping pong on a court.
On a tennis court.
Yeah, on a tennis
But way smaller.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it is not as because I'm not the most athletic person, and I was like, I don't know if I can play this because it is a partner sport too.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2,
yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
But it is very easy to pick up on, and like Tim was saying, you don't realize until the game's over. You're like breathing heavy. You're like, what happened there?
Dang.
But we have it 3 times a week. It kind of depends your skill level on pickleball when you can play. Because we have morning sessions, those are kind of more for the advanced, but we have Wednesdays and Fridays 5 to 7 are kind of more open sessions there. So
Just think how rewarding it'd be. Like, I moved up to the morning session. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm now good.
Like your dad came right in and he was good.
yeah,
I
And
was
he still
like-
wants to come back. He's just so busy with work. He's like, I'm trying to get there.
Yes.
But
I've seen young and older people into it. If you get into it at an early age, you can go to these tournaments, and there's some big money thrown into those
I
tournaments.
think Athens has a lot too.
Yes.
A lot of pickleball going on there. But it does. So we currently charge, if you're not a member, it's only $3 to play for the day.
Okay.
Or you could just get a $10 membership
I was
and
gonna
you're
say,
good for
why-
the whole month. So
Why wouldn't you just do? It's what is that? $120 a year? Like, are you
Yes.
kidding? To have access to all that the Y has to offer.
It's pretty amazing.
I mean, that includes discounts if you're a member on like youth sports or adult sports. Like we have adult volleyball coming soon, but in the fall we'll have youth soccer, youth volleyball, and we normally do different rates for members and non-members. So that could even get you so much off if you get the $10 membership. So
I'm telling you. So what about like, are there family memberships? Like maybe you have mom, dad, and 3 kids. How does that work?
There are, and so there are family memberships. So you wouldn't want to pay 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 down the line, because
If you
then
got
it's going to add up.
if you got 5 kids and 2 adults, you're going to be paying 70 versus 56.
So 56, but there's organizations like the city of Jackson, Jackson County,
Valencia,
Speyside, OBV, Ohio Valley Bank, and then
Jackson City Schools.
Jackson City Schools
Just to name a few.
that are corporate sponsors of the Y. And so that's 30% off of the membership.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
they only pay about $29 a month for a family.
And that includes 24-hour access.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not paying extra for 24-hour access. So if you were to get a family. But most of the time, when you get a family membership, you should really look around and say, are you really going to the Y? Because what it comes down to, typically it's 1 or 2 people. And if you have 2 people, that's around $30 if you get the 24-hour access, so 15 and 15.
Because growing up, I had a family of 6, and I'd say there was only 1 or 2 of us that actually used it, and they paid for a whole year membership, and it just felt like a waste because we would never go in there. So
And our staff will ask you, is your whole family going to use this?
Okay.
Because if not, then why pay more?
Sure.
So
Well, we have about a minute left, guys. What would you like to let our viewers know before we let you get out of here and go back to work?
I'd say if you're hesitant, don't be. I know it can be kind of intimidating. Like, as an introvert myself, I'm like, when I first signed up for the Y, I was kind of scared to go in.
Well,
But
it's like
everyone
going to a new school or something,
Right.
you know? It's
But everyone's very friendly. There's plenty of space for all. And even if you don't want to be in a room full of people, you can grab some other little equipment and go to a smaller room by yourself. We've got options there. So we'll accommodate. We'll make it work for you.
grab Alex, the introvert, who
I'll be
isn't
like,
really
"Let's
an
go hide
introvert,
in
and
this
say,
room."
this is where you can go hide.
Right. Like, this is a perfect spot here.
How about you, Tim?
I'm an introvert too. I'm just
Yeah,
joking.
right. Uh-huh.
No, we love y'all, and we want you to be a part of our family, and we want to be there for you, and just be a part of the community.
You know, and that's the thing. And if you have any questions, stop in, see one of these guys or the
Wayne.
anybody that's
Yeah.
there, and they'll be happy to show you around.
Exactly.
Yes.
Awesome.
Thank y'all.
Thank you all. Get your Y memberships, $10 a month right now. Psh, can't beat that, and it gives you opportunity to see all the things that they have to offer. So thank you for spending
Thank you.
your mornings with us. All right, well, we will be back here tomorrow with some more friends, so we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.